This is English shorthand dictation number 343 and the dictation speed is 120 words per minute. Ready? Start. Honorable Chairperson, this is a very paradoxical government. Where it has to intervene, it does not intervene, and where it should not intervene, it meddles. Manipur is burning. 100 people are dead. Ethnic violence is happening there. Women are murdered. Looting and arson are happening. This government has Articles 355 and 356, which it can use to intervene, but it does not choose to intervene. But it intervenes in places where its political capital is low. In Kashmir, they abrogate Article 370, degrade a state, demote a state, and make it into two union territories because they do not have a political capital there and they need to dismember it. That is exactly what they are doing to Delhi with an anti federal and pro colonial law. They have lost successive local elections here. They have lost successive state elections here. So, in order to meddle, they are bringing in this law here. They do not want to act when Manipur is burning. They were mute and blind to the atrocities which were happening there, but they want to meddle in places where their political capital is low. Honorable Chairperson, sir, this bill is totally anti federal and completely colonial. An unelected lieutenant governor with unbridled power reeks of colonialism. Our Honorable Prime Minister always says that this country has to move away from its colonial past. But I will tell you that this government is more colonial than our past colonial masters. They want unelected people and unelected representatives of theirs to rule over the population. Sir, other colleagues have alluded to different sections here. The National Capital Civil Service Authority is made up of three people, two of whom are bureaucrats. One is the Chief Secretary, and the other is the Principal Home Secretary, and the third one is the Chief Minister. The two of them can overrule the chief minister. The two of them can even convene a meeting because the quorum is only two. On top of that, if by some chance there is unanimity among all three, the lieutenant governor can overrule them. In fact, by the vehemence of the speeches from my colleagues on the other side, particularly the MPs of Delhi, I think the real job they all want is to be lieutenant governor and not contest the next election as MPs. That is why they are all supporting this bill with such great vehemence. Sir, I rise to oppose this bill as well as the ordinance because it is the draconian legislation the parliament has seen during the last 6 decades of independence. Sir, it is totally anti federal and it is authoritarianism of the Union Government of India with the centralization of power. Sir, the ulterior motive, the malefied intention behind this bill is just to curb and distract the proper functioning of the democratically elected government of Delhi. There is nothing of merit in this bill. That is why I am strongly opposing the bill. Sir, what is meant by democracy? The populistic definition of democracy is that the government is of the people, by the people, and for the people. Sir, what is the content of the bill? If you critically examine, this is by the bureaucrats, of the bureaucrats, and for the union government. It is just to score the political motives and political gains of the government at the center. So, that is the sole intention behind this bill. A popular government got consecutively elected not only in the assembly elections but also in the local body elections. They have proved their metal. The people are with the Delhi government. So, if you are having any latches on the part of the government, there are so many other options by which the government can be corrected. This is not the way by which the state government has to be dealt with. The basic feature of the constitution is being taken away. It is being violated without any justifiable means and without any justifiable reason. See the way in which it was brought in. It is through the ordinance promulgation. Article 123 is very clear and specific. Most of the members have specifically stated in the House that only during exceptional circumstances can an ordinance be promulgated under Article 123 of the Constitution. On 11th May 2023, the Supreme Court judgment has come. Within 8 days from the date of pronouncement of the judgment, promulgation of an ordinance has come from Her Excellency the President of India. What is the exigency and what are the exceptional circumstances by which the ordinance was promulgated? Let the Honorable Minister explain and convince the House. Coming to the principles of federalism, since the case of Kesavanand Bharati, the basic federal character is the foundation of the constitution that is being disturbed. So, it is unconstitutional and in violation of all the basic principles of the constitution. Coming to certain provisions of the bill which have already been stated by earlier speakers, kindly examine section 45C. The rule making power is exclusively with the central government. What is the scope of the state legislative assembly? Rule making is a legislative function of the state. The legislative function of the state is being taken by the union government. Only the union government is having the authority to promulgate or pronounce or make rules. Then why is the state government existing? The legislative functions of the state government are being taken away by section 45C. We have repeatedly spoken about the three-member committee. It is bureaucracy versus democracy. Bureaucracy overrides democracy. Is it the policy of the BJP? Is it the cooperative federalism pronounced by the Prime Minister always in his speeches? All the powers like transfers, postings, penalty, wages, and salaries will be determined by the union government, and the National Capital Civil Services Authority is the ultimate body. I would like to draw the attention of the Honorable Home Minister who is piloting this bill to one point. You may kindly see section 45J. Nobody has mentioned this point. It is on preparing a cabinet note. You dissolve the government. Why is a state government required? Why is a political executive required? Even before preparing a cabinet note for the Council of Ministers, it has to be intimated and informed to the Lieutenant Governor. That will be at the discretion of the Lieutenant Governor. What is the collective responsibility of the elected government in a state? If preparation of cabinet note, transfer, posting, and everything are dealt with by the lieutenant governor, then there is no need of an elected government in the state of Delhi. You please dissolve that government and have the administration from the center. That is the best way by which you can rule the state of Delhi.